Beautiful evening. Why not start with the beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, okay, sit down, sit, Brian. Bit of a rant this one, but before I go on a rant, I'm going to be interviewing a guy. Used to be POA, Prison Officers Association, National Committee member. Oh, he'll spill the beans. I'll tell you about this lad, yeah. He's a lot like me. Cares about people, used to care about the job and the people that work in the job. Up against it, quite definitely. He had integrity, I know that, and I've never met him. It'll be nice to meet him finally after talking for a good few years, and also it'll be nice to get the lowdown from the horse's mouth, as it were. How do indeed. So a bit of a rant this one. Mark Fairest, POA, Chairman, Prison Officers Association. It's the main union, yeah, bleating on about foreign national prison officers from African nations and the like. The government pandering to Reform UK, not going to be giving these people skilled work visas, not renewing them. He's on about morale of prison officers dropping when the foreign national, a lot of African nation prison officers leave the country and don't return. Got to earn 41,700, I believe, to be classed as a skilled worker. So here we go. My brief history of the POA. Like I said, it'd be rant. Might even chuck an F-bomb in. I try not to do them now. If you go back and look at my early stuff, F-bombs all the time and other words. But one lady, I don't know who she is, and she probably doesn't realise, said, "Sam, love your vlogs. Why'd you have to swear so much?" So I'm not swearing as much now. Well, just my knowledge of the POA, yeah? I'll tell you. Come on, Brian. Go on, lad. Beautiful evening. Beautiful. Way back when, prison officers and the POA did all dodgy deals, sold out future generations of prison officers, made deals for fantastic pensions and the like, yeah? Future officers ain't going to get that. They sold them out. They voted on it. That's what people are like. They're selfish, aren't they? But in my time, the POA has allowed job, salary to go down. They've been on duty all the time. Yeah. My mate started, sadly no longer here. I'm going to give him a mention again. Bob Haig. Fantastic prison officer. Behind the walls. I'm going to talk about some of the staff, up close and personal, that I used to work with. He started on more money than me, and I started 15 years after him. How many jobs do you think that happens in? Starting salary. Eh? Don't know. Okay, when I left the job I was on 32 grand. Workforce modernisation, benchmarking, coming in. Starting salary, main salary for prison officers, there or thereabouts, allegedly, there's that word, we haven't used that for a while, was around 21 to 24 grand, depending on how many hours you do. 37 hours, shall we say, you're on 21 grand. Do a bit more, yeah? 44 hours maybe, 42 hours, I don't know, I can't remember, you'll get the gist. And your salary's bigger, so they were selling it as a 24 grand a year salary. Where's the 32 grand that I was on? On your watch, Mark Fairest, POA National Chairman, not necessarily you, but if you're National Chair, you'll have been in the prison service a long time. They allowed people to leave. Voluntary early redundancy. Loads of them, skilled staff. All them on the 32 grand, yeah, bye. Lots of people applied. They got rid of them long-termers. Benchmarking and workforce modernisation, and I will come to foreign national prisoners and the morale of prison officers. Benchmarking and workforce modernisation within my prison, Strangeways. 2012, 2015, it swept through the prison service. We were 215, one of the last. POA committee members, working with committee members coming in, teams of people, ex-governors and the like, benchmarking, workforce modernisation. It was about reducing numbers. Looks fantastic on paper. Strangeways, in 24 hours, went from 80 odd staff short to having 15 staff too many. Nobody left, nobody was made redundant. Fantastic way of working that, isn't it? Absolute, and here's the first one, absolute fucking car crash. POA members working alongside governors and these benchmarking teams to reduce staffing numbers. Where were you then, Mark Fairest? On a landing, part of management. Were you already POA national but not national chair? I don't know. I'm not having a dig at you, Mark Fairest, but you're speaking out now. Your previous committee members, national committee members on duty, salaries reduced, pensions reduced, retirement age of a prison officer. Wait for it, because obviously it's an easy job. You're not fighting with prisoners. It's not stressful. Yeah, it's not like sitting behind an office, is it? Not as easy as sitting behind an office. 68 years old. 68. In my 50s, every bend up I had, incident with a prisoner, knocked it out of me. Knees, hips, everything. Bumps and bruises and bangs. 68 retirement age. POA, anything to say on that? Anything to say on the salaries? POA members, committee members, chair and the like at Strangeways, yeah, when benchmarking come in, new ways of working, well, hey, all them in cushy jobs, them cushy jobs went, didn't they? Some of them were put back on landings. They're still working now, aren't they? Another F-bomb. Oh, they fuck. As soon as they were put on the coalface, they left. The cushy jobs in ivory towers were gone. Any comments, Mark Fairhurst? Like I say, I'm not picking on you, but you were on shift. You were on shift. The POA have done nothing to maintain salaries, working conditions and help anyone who's a prison officer. Back then or now, certainly. So let's talk about the foreign national prisoners. They're going to be leaving. It's going to knock staff morale. I'll tell you what staff morale gets knocked by, Mark Fairhurst. Here's another one. Fucking foreign national prisoners, allegedly, I don't know, I've been told by enough people at different prisons, getting a bonus every month. Earning more than your regular British, shall we say, prison officers. I've no doubt some of them lads are good that's been recruited. I'll tell you what, some of them lads can't do. I don't know if there's any lasses involved or it's just males. Some of them can't speak English. If you can't speak English in an English prison, it's not racist this, is it? It's not rocket science. You're not a skilled worker. You're probably going to create problems. So, Mark Fairhurst, the issue with prisons is, I've been ranting, 3 F-bombs, let's get Brian in. 4th F-bomb, he's so fucking gorgeous, this guy. I absolutely, 5th, love him to fucking bits. Bodyguard, security, best mate, sleeping partner when I have a kip after the gym. Beautiful, beautiful Brian. You've got to ask yourself why you can't recruit. POA, they've got responsibility. All these things have happened under their watch. It's like these, you know, these prison reform groups. Some of them have been around over 100 years. Not reformed a lot, have you? I'll tell you what did reform prison. Oh, I feel quite calm now. Getting that off my chest with the interview to come. I'll tell you what reformed prison, the Strangeways riots. Little known fact, there were riots in other prisons, not highly publicised like that. Strangeways certainly took the media limelight, certainly took the pressure off the government when the poll tax riots. If you don't know what that is, it's like council tax happening in London, and coppers again were being used by the government and battering pensioners and the like. Yeah. So Mark Fairhurst, POA, the governor of the Governors Committee, you need to have a look deep inside yourselves and tell me and the public and the prison officers why you can't recruit. Ask yourselves that. Make me head of recruitment. I'll get people applying. English speaking from this country. Any ethnicity. You've got to sell that job. You've got to tell them it's a tough job. What you need to do as a head of the POA is look at conditions, terms and conditions. Let's get that retirement age right down. Right down. You need more staff on landings. You know, you need to fight for people on the coal face, because I'm just going to hazard a guess, Mark Fairest. You and your committee members aren't on the coal face. Far from it. Landing staff at the brunt of it. But good old David Lamia, they're now going to get stab vests in the high security state and tasers. Like I say, God bless you all the prison officers. Brian, thanks for your continued support. Shoulder to shoulder. It's coming into it now, it's growing. They can't subdue us. Two-tier granny killer now going on about the flag being used by far right. I'm bored of you now. I'm bored of your politicians, racist, race-baiting politicians. We're not Nazi far right scum. Far from it. Look at your own party. Look at these race-baiting MPs. They're the problem. You're the problem. God bless everyone. Thanks for coming. Brian, anything to say? Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Al City.